Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Helzie here from slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Today I have a really cute card for you using the Jingle, Jingle, Jingle photopolymer stamp set. This is in the new mini catalogue, which features all of our gorgeous Christmas sets. Today I'm going to be using the Believe and I'm going to be using the bubble letters so that I can colour them in with my blends. And I'm going to be doing this on the Stamparatus so I can actually do the step stamping technique. Stamparatus is actually one of my favourite tools in the craft room. It just makes stamping so much easier. You can get everything lined up, you can get everything in the right place, and if you do make a mistake, you can re-ink your stamp and go again straight over the top and you know it's going to hit the same area. So I'm just adding my magnets and then I'm putting the Believe towards the top of the paper so that I can get a good run on this. I'm going to be using the leaf of the Stamparatus to pick up the stamp, and then I'm just going to pop the case of my stamp underneath the Stamparatus leaf. That's just going to create some extra flexibility. So normally the leaf will go down to the table so it wobbles. By actually balancing it on the Jingle Jingle, it just creates a bit of a boulder and keeps it flat and firm. So I'm just going to stamp this down. I'm going to do it twice, hinge step it down once, and then I'm going to stamp it again and pop it back on. And like I said, I'm going to stamp it again twice so it really pops off the paper. Hinge step it down and go again. This is a really cool technique with the Stamparatus. And I don't know whether you can see, but there's ridges at the top of the Stamparatus as well. So you can use this both ways just to create this really good effect. And it means, you know, for my OCD, that there's always going to be the same gap between the lettering. And as I get to the end, you'll notice that I just pop a piece of grid paper in because the Believe is going to come off the edge of the card. But what Stampin' Up do is they actually also sell Stamparatus grid paper, which is the same size as a Stamparatus. I should have got that, but that was the other side of the room and I was recording, so I just grabbed grid paper instead and held it in with my magnets. Not as ideal, but it worked. I'm using Memento ink for this because I am going to be blending, and Memento is the best ink for the blends. So once I've done this, I can take it out and look at that, a lot of Believes. As I was using my blends for this, I did have a few changes of mind. So I started off with Parakeet Party, light and dark, and Sweet Sorbet, light and dark. And what I was planning to do was do them in alternative colours. So start off with Sweet Sorbet at the top, then leave one and do Parakeet Party and do another one Sweet Sorbet. But you'll notice I made a mistake there. Just realised it, so thought I would do all of the Believes in Sweet Sorbet, which then left me with a gap for where I was going to use Parakeet Party. So what I actually did then was use the stars from the stamp set. There's lots of cute different bits and pieces in this stamp set. So I used the stars to add just a bit of texture around the card. Coloured those in with Parakeet Party. I know my voice is a bit further on than where I am in the card, but I'm actually going to just speed this up and pop some music over the top so you can see it doing. The final thing to say is once I actually colour in all the Believes and colour in all my stars, I'm going to be using the Starry Sky blend to actually colour in the entire background. I'll do a box of Starry Sky around the Believe, and that will be the dark Starry Sky, and then I'll colour all of the rest in the light Starry Sky, and then I'll pick up once it's all coloured in and explain to you how I put the card together. But I hope you enjoy watching. Now that the blending's finished, I'm going to be using the Wink of Stella pen just to add some dimension to the stars. They really pop being Parakeet Party, so I just wanted to glitz and glam them up. If you haven't used a Wink of Stella pen before, it's amazing. It's glittery and it's beautiful, and it just adds so much dimension to your projects. The great thing about it as well is when you run your finger over it, it doesn't feel coarse, and also the glitter doesn't come off with it. So you know sometimes you have cards and you run your hands over it and your hands are all glittery. That doesn't happen with the Wink of Stella. So next up, I've just took a small sentiment from the set, which is In the Magic, so it will read Believe in the Magic. I've popped that onto a piece of basic white, and I've just chopped off the edges of the basic white, and you can see I'm measuring that up so that I get the slant the same on both sides, so that it'll create a nice little sentiment piece. And I'm going to attach that to the card using dimensionals. Before I do, I'm just going to take my card base, which has already been scored, so I'm just burnishing it. This is an A5 card base, and I'm going to just apply my layer on top of it. And then I'm going to be adding on the sentiment, and to finish the card off, I'm going to be using some of our enamel effects. I really love our new metallic enamel effects. They're great. They come in 3 different colours. It actually comes as part of a 3-pack. You get black, red and white. So I'm just popping the black along the bottom here, and I'm going to be using the white on the background just to create some sort of, you know, I'm trying to think of the word, sort of like some lighter stars, you know, when you actually look up at the galaxy and you've got, I know what I mean in my head. But yes, I just thought it would add some extra sort of detail to the card, and I love it. This is a much cheaper solution than Diamantes, because you can just pop them on wherever you want in whichever colours. And that's my finished project. I hope you've liked it. Thank you for joining me today. If you have, please do give me a thumbs up on the video as it helps my engagement. Leave me a comment and let me know you were here. Alternatively, you can subscribe for more videos. Everything I have used today is available from www.slimandstylish.stampingup.net, and I look forward to seeing all of you again. Thanks everybody. Have a good day. Bye.